Welcome back to Ask Dr. Lamb. I'm the man here, Chancellor House. Chancellor was an All-American at Iowa Western. They won the national championship there. Team captain in the center position. He's got a question for me today in regards to handling multi-sport athletes and or working with parents who have sons or daughters that do multiple sports.
Yeah, just kind of like, how do you manage the scheduling? How do you plan ahead, going into a tournament? And how do you kind of game plan with parents?
Great question, and I know everybody has this question that has multi-sport athletes. It takes a lot of communication, and it takes a lot of upfront communication. It takes me being proactive and asking parents, hey, do you have a soccer schedule? Do you have a softball schedule? Do you have a track and field schedule? Can I somehow manipulate this? And then on the back side of it, as an organization program director, which I know some of you are, I have to have my schedule in place. You know, it has to be consistent year to year. You have to keep and retain these good relationships with program directors that will have you back, okay? And when you have those two things together, it allows the parent and the child to ease a little bit up on the pressure and be able to schedule and say, this is of a little bit more importance. Just last weekend, I had a couple of my best soccer athletes. They're in the U.S. Olympic Development Program. They had to go down to Memphis to do a major deal. You better get your butt down to Memphis to do this major deal. Okay, we have a normal tournament. Not that playing games is the most important, and or that any tournament's bigger than others. But in the actuality of things, you could miss a local tournament to do this. Now, if we're traveling to the U.S. Nationals, then the child and the parent have to sit down and have a really good discussion. And guess what? That's very important, to have the actual individual who's doing these services, playing these games, who's actually sweating and chasing these dreams, to tell mom and dad and say, Mom, I think this is what I want to do. I don't see anything wrong with that. And I encourage you parents and you athletes to do multiple sports. Tell those directors that. Tell them that you have these other dreams, and tell them how hard your kid works and their ambitions that they might have. Because at the end of the day, these kids have amazing gifts from God, and why would they not want to flourish in every single one of them? Thanks for joining us.